Okay, it is 5:30, time to start our meeting with a roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Here.
Commissioner Barwick,
Here.
Commissioner Webb,
Here.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Here.
Mayor Absher.
Here. Would you all stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance, please? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, item number 3 is our public comments, audience to visitors section. Mr. Johnson, I presume you want to address the council? Okay, before you start, I'm going to hold you to 5 minutes tonight, so I'm going to warn you at 4. Okay?
I don't know if I'm gonna go through all this anyway.
Okay.
Don't feel like you have to.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yep.
My name's James E. Johnson, Jimmy Johnson. I'm a Christian patriotic constitutional American, a nationalist American. And I was a Vietnam veteran with good conduct and honorable discharge. And I'm really gonna just kind of tell you some of the things. Are you all paying attention to everything that's going on? I mean, it's really getting crazy out here. I just got on the internet and there's thousands of tanks on railroad cars coming through Alabama from overseas. And they have like 7 wheels on each side and they look like they're made to go through mud. They don't look like, they're weird looking, okay? And then, from what I understand, is the person that predicted the 2 hurricanes that went through Central Florida, he's predicted another one to go through Central Florida to be there on November 5th. I mean, they really hate Republicans from Florida. You know what I'm saying? It's so bad. But anyway, then another guy told me they passed a law, the Democrats did today, that if you contest the election and it stirs up any kind of trouble, or maybe not even that, they got a right to shoot you. The military does. Now, come on, this is getting way out there, you know? So, I mean, you don't even have to do much. So I'm going to see a few things before the election. I guess, you know, they've already told us that it's going to be tampered with. They told us through the news. They said the Iranians and the Russians and the Chinese were going to mess with the election. So you can just forget about President Trump being elected president if there's not a constitutional tribunal here in Marion, Illinois. Now that's what I've gone for. I've tried to get you with that 120-page, 204-page documentation, which the Holy Spirit helped me put together to place into your hands to make sure it gets through all the households in Marion so that it will expand through Illinois and the rest of the United States. So we'll have our Jubilee and the New Jerusalem Temple will be up here in America, where Cleveland's dome is, at the highest Cherokee Mountain. And because America is the New Jerusalem, you know, that place over there in Palestine, I don't know if you realize it or not, but you know, when Jesus was crucified, I mean, that was no longer the promised land. I mean, he came to his own and they refused him. We're supposed to be welcomed in here in the New Jerusalem, the United States of America, because God said he would bring his people into a land between 2 great bodies of water where they would move no more. And in the book of Isaiah, Isaiah says that the temple in the latter days would be built in the highest mountain. That mountain over there in Palestine where the old Temple Mount is, that's low mosque is there right now, but that's a low, mid-level mountain. It's not to be rebuilt there. It's going to be here. Those people over there, they hate Jesus. They hate him. You think he's coming back there to rule for 1,000 years? I'm telling you, America is the New Jerusalem, formed in a day in 1776, not 1948. And you've all been misconstrued by the Rothschilds, the European Rothschild dynasty, controlling the Masonic Lodge, infiltrating the churches here in the United States, to make sure you don't know who your true Savior is, or anything about him, even the denominational churches. They're lukewarm. I mean, they don't even believe in the things that Christ did, like laying hands on the sick, praying in tongues and all that kind of stuff. They don't believe that. They got a form of godliness but deny the power thereof. Now, I'm telling you right now, this thing about this
You
tribunal.
got 1 minute left, Mr. Johnson.
About this tribunal, if it's not done, I'm telling you what's gonna happen. And I'm serious about it. They're gonna bring hurricanes with heart up the Mississippi River, the Ohio River, the Wabash River, and they're gonna completely flood southern Illinois. There won't be a Marion, Illinois. I'm telling you, that's what's gonna happen. There's gonna be the New Madrid Park that's gonna go off, the earthquakes, tornadoes, and everything else. If you don't do as the Lord through me is telling you to do by exposing that 240-page documentation through Marion, so it expands through the rest of the United States. Now, I'm serious about it. I'm not making any of it up. I'm telling you honestly, the truth, that's what's going to happen. It's going to be, how would you feel if your son, if you didn't build a New Jerusalem temple for your son, if you were Father Yahweh? How would you feel about that? You don't think he's not going to be angry about that? He's going to be angry about that. And I'm telling you what, there are going to be millions of people dying here in the United States. Now, I just told you about those tanks. And I just told you about the hurricanes and stuff. This is all being controlled through weather control. It's called HAARP, H-A-A-R-P. And it's going to happen if we don't expose it. Now, you can just forget. If you don't expose this stuff, you can just forget about President Trump being elected president. Because they already told us, the news told us they wouldn't. So I'm just letting you know in advance. If you don't get off our butts and do something and bring about a tribunal to expose all this treason in the United States that's going on, get together and do it that way with people that have knowledge, the Illuminati and all the other crap that's happening. If we don't do that, our country's sunk. And they're doing it now under our nose. I'm telling you the truth. We need constitutional tribunal.
Anybody else like to speak to the council? Okay, moving on to new business, item number 5. Oh, sorry, consent, go backwards. Consent agenda tonight. We've just got the minutes from the last council meeting. We entertain a motion to pass the consent agenda as presented.
I make a motion we approve the council meeting from October 14th as presented.
I'll second that.
Any questions, comments, revisions to the minutes? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton,
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick,
Yay.
Commissioner Webb,
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin,
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 5A, new business under the fire department, Commissioner Barwick.
Chief? Yes. Just a reminder, last meeting, we appointed 2 new firefighters, and they are here tonight to be introduced to the council.
All right. They can see you and they can see you. All right, everybody, first of all, I'd like to thank the mayor, Cody, and the council for supporting our department unbelievably. We're growing, we've got 29 guys now, and we're looking forward to the future. And these guys are going to be part of it. This is Bronson Nestler and Grant Gravatt, Southern Illinois guys, both of which I know personally, which that didn't have any bearing on it, but it did. I appreciate so much those guys when they tested for us. We had a nice group of people test this time, and the merit board through the testing process, here they stand today. So just a brief bit about each one of them. Bronson Nestler, he's 24 years old. Step up there, Bronson. Okay, he's from Heron. We're not going to hold that against him. We're just going to get him squared away. Bronson's parents are John and Britton. Bronson's single, no kids. His job history, he was at the Big Muddy Prison and the Polar Whip, Nestler.
You know you got a strong stomach.
Here's an order. Here's
Said
an
I know he's got
order.
a strong stomach.
Well, yeah, we're trying to get him to cook for us, but he will. He also was into sports. So he's a real good basketball player. Some of his hobbies are weightlifting and still basketball. So we're proud to have him. And he graduated here in 2018, and he's a graduate of SEMO with a bachelor's degree. So he came back locally to be part of our department. We're proud of him. Okay. Greg, you're next. All right, Drake Gervais. Drake's 23. He is a Marion native. Parents are Chad and Kelly. Drake is single and he has no kids. So education background, he graduated Marion in 2020. He also just graduated Williams Baptist with a bachelor's degree as well. And he came back to be part of our department. Drake had been at UPS preloading. Football player, baseball player, played ball in college. He too enjoys working out. So we've got him started in the right direction. But if you guys look back here, you see all these guys, they're not here because they have to. They're here because that's what we do. And we expect you to do it too, okay? So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go up here and shake these men's hands. Thank you for giving them the opportunity, giving you the opportunity.
Welcome aboard. Congratulations, welcome aboard.
Thank you, Jim.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you, John.
Congratulations, Ray. Good to see you again, man. Congratulations. Sure. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Picture, guys. Picture. Guys, where do you want to do it? Back here? Yeah. Okay.
You guys go center of the hands.
Go look at guys in the middle. You guys. Mayor, you in the middle?
I'll be on the quick.
Are we good?
All right, ready? I'm gonna go first, and then I'll let your hand go. 1, 2. All right, how about hand close?
Is that good?
Yeah.
One more. All right.
I got it?
Thank you.
Quick question.
Hey, I'm just glad you know the right now. I didn't know that was prerequisite for us now.
Not far away from it.
Not too far. Drake is in school. Moore in school. Tyson is in.
Okay, we'll move on to item 6A. This is the second time in as many meetings, I believe, as this name has appeared on our agenda, if anybody's paying that close of attention. So, unfortunately, that leaves the chief to find another school security officer, I suppose, or resource officer, right? SSO. Mr. Deaton is a retired assistant warden at the prison, and after the chief hired him as a school security officer, he applied for our open code enforcement officer position. To be clear, Greg Lynn will be retiring in January, and so we wanted to go ahead and hire and have a couple of months here of overlap to get somebody up to speed, and that is my motion to approve the recommendation of the codes director to hire Aaron Deaton to the open code enforcement officer position.
I'd second that.
Any discussion to be had that's not the chief of police?
You'll be very happy with him.
I haven't met him yet. I'm looking forward to. Everybody speaks highly of him. So, questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Items 7A through E are TIF redevelopment agreements and new TIF 20. And I think we may have one mislabeled here.
Yeah.
So I want to have Cody run through these briefly so that everybody understands exactly what they are.
Yeah, that mislabeling was my mistake. I apologize for that. So we had 5 inducement resolutions on the books for folks that were undertaking projects ahead of us finalizing TIF 20. That has, of course, since happened, and so these inducement resolutions were transferred or converted over to redevelopment agreements. Item 7A, DB Group, is the existing Econo Lodge, which you may recognize as behind the old Western Sizzlin building. They're putting in I think filling in the pool area and putting in a bar and grill in that space. Aspire Yoga is on Court Street. They've purchased another building adjacent to their existing building, which I think was that an old car wash originally, I believe?
Yeah.
That space, and so they've purchased another building there, and they're expanding their operation. Item 7C, Better Egg LLC is the holding company for what will become Sunny Street Cafe. They bought a 1 acre parcel south of Pilot on Halfway Road, and so that would become a second location from their existing business that operates currently in Carbondale and the strip center over there. Yogi Hotel, item 7D, is the existing America's Best Inn, which is close to the Econo Lodge, but kind of wraps around the Circle K property there along Carbon Street. They're just doing some renovations to that property. It's not a new hotel. And then item 7E is the one that I mislabeled, and that's actually the new Marriott that is currently being built along Halfway Road. That's a Town Place Suites. So those are those 5 redevelopment agreements. Happy to answer any questions on those.
Okay, thank you. Let's tackle these one at a time, see if anybody has any questions about them individually. Anybody want to read 7A, please?
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 3980, a TIF 20 redevelopment agreement with DB Group LLC.
Second that.
Any questions on item 7A, ordinance 3980? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7B. Go ahead.
I just make a motion to approve ordinance 3981, TIF 20 redevelopment agreement with Aspire Yoga LLC.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Any questions on item 7B, ordinance 3981? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7C.
Make a motion to approve ordinance 3982, a TIF redevelopment agreement with Better Egg LLC.
Second that.
Any questions or comments on item 7D, ordinance 3983?
Take a vote on 2.
39.
We're gonna vote on
3982.
82.
Did I misread it?
Take a vote.
Yeah, we just need to vote on
What did I
3982.
miss? I'm obviously
I
off.
made a motion on 82.
Oh, I
Second.
bypassed
We
that.
didn't vote.
Yeah.
My bad. All right. This is item 7C, ordinance 3982. There's a motion and a second on the floor, and I failed to
Correct.
call a vote, so roll call,
Right.
please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Now we'll do item 7D.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 3983, a TIF 20 redevelopment agreement with Yogi Hotel LLC.
I'll second that.
Okay, any questions, comments about item 7D, ordinance 3983?
I just have a question on it. I know this one's quite a bit larger than some of the others. Do we know what the extent of this redevelopment is?
Yeah, so originally when I had met with, this was recently transacted, this property was purchased about a year ago by this LLC. Actually, I think the LLC was sold. I think this LLC has owned this property. I think the whole LLC operating company was sold at that time. What they've talked about is a pretty extensive renovation of that property, even combining some rooms to potentially turn this property into more of a long-term rental type of facility rather than just a hotel. And like I said, that conversation happened about a year ago. I went through ahead of today's meeting and reached out to some of these folks because, as you know, this process to establish the TIF has been somewhat extended. And still planned to move forward, but had not yet spent a dollar on that redevelopment. Some of that cost, obviously you can see there's the land acquisition. He wasn't sure yet what he was going to spend on the property. So there's a chance we may amend this later and add more costs, but that was what the property was transacted for.
Okay.
Where is this located again?
This facility wraps around Circle K. You can picture that frontage road that runs along, coming off of Carbon Street. Most predominantly, you would see it from Route 13 or that frontage road, but if you continue on Carbon Street to it's a road that runs behind
Princeton.
Princeton, there is another motel component behind that facility as well.
Yeah.
That's all part of the same property.
It's the old Ramona Inn. The old Ramona Inn.
Any other questions on item 7D? Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7E.
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 3984, a TIF 20 redevelopment agreement with MK Hotel LLC, the Econo Lodge.
I'll second that.
It's not the Econo Lodge, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Correct, but that's the one that's mislabeled.
Okay,
So this is the new Marriott on Halfway Road.
okay.
Okay, any questions or comments on 7E, ordinance 3984? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Under item 7F in your packet, you see there's only two fiscal year 25 TIF grants. Both of these are hub TIF grants in your packet, and that's my motion to approve the list of fiscal year TIF grants received through October 25th, 2024.
Second that.
Any questions or comments on item 7F, the TIF grants?
111 North Madison.
It's the property that's attached to Hookie's on the north side. That building recently sold to Michelle Atchison, doing some renovations there, and I think they're planning an art gallery for that.
Gotcha.
Okay, roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 8A and B, Commissioner Patton.
We needed to borrow some money for the new street sweeper, Tornado Regen Air Sweeper. We did some research and proposals out there, and Ventura Bank has come back with the amount and term and the interest rate, which is 5 years, 3.95 interest rate to buy the street sweeper. So it would be my motion to approve ordinance 3985, authorizing a loan agreement with Ventura Bank for the Schwartzy A7SE Tornado Regen Air Sweeper.
I would second that.
Any questions or comments on ordinance 3985?
What's the amount of the loan, Doug?
Not to exceed 365,776.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Steckland.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Item 7B, Mr. Patton. You're up again, Doug.
Okay, hang on just a second. Let me find my place here. This also is an ordinance authorizing the purchase of 5 hang on. Sure, I have got my papers mixed up. 5 police cars. I'm sorry, 7?
7 altogether.
I'm sorry, 7 police cars, which would include a 2023 Dodge Truck Durango, 2025 Ford Explorer, and 5 Ford Explorer Interceptors for the police department. Again, we issued RFPs, came back, and Banterra was the low bidder as well. 3 years at a term of 3 years for 3.95%. Total cost not to exceed $347,240. So it'd be my motion to approve ordinance 3986, authorizing a loan agreement with Banterra Bank for 7 police vehicles.
I'll second.
Just to be clear, for anybody that's listening, we already purchased both the sweeper in item 8A and these police cars a while back. We paid cash for them. We're borrowing money as a function to spread the cost of owning these vehicles, purchasing these vehicles over several years. That's the budget years. That's how this budgetarily works. So, like I said, we already bought them, paid for them, but we're just replenishing the general fund with those loan proceeds, and we basically spread that, in the case of these police cars, over the next 3 budget years, including this one, and 5 years on the street sweepers. So that's just a budgetary preference, the way that we do that. So, any other questions or comments on 7B, ordinance 3986? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton?
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick?
Yay.
Commissioner Webb?
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin?
Yay.
Mayor Asher?
Yay. All right, under item 9, commissioner reports. How about Commissioner Patton? We'll start with you. Got anything?
Treasurer's office been busy, but I think we got all of our ducks in a row and kind of cruising right along. Nothing really to report.
Commissioner Webb?
Yeah, Street Department finished storm sewer by the Econo Lodge. That's a fairly large project, but we got that completed. We put a new storm sewer out on Broking Road. That was the gribble issue that we had earlier on in the year, so that's taken care of. Looks really good. Storm sewer work on Fosse Road. Finished sidewalk on Goodall. Drainage work on Warren Street. Of course, we've been cleaning around the square since the construction's done, and that all looks tremendous and great. We appreciate everybody's efforts on that. Been running the new street sweeper a lot, so I see it all over town too, so it's doing a great job. And kind of finishing up some final mowing, so that's all I have.
Mr. Barwick?
I don't have anything.
What?
What?
All right, it's all you, Commissioner Stecklin.
Wow, okay. Since last report, the water department reports 3 meter pits were repaired or replaced, 7 water leaks were fixed, 2 services updated, and 5 new water taps for this month. This is trivia night, second meeting, so it's Halloween coming up, so we're going to do Halloween trivia tonight just to make it exciting. All right, so number 1, the Halloween candy called candy corn used to be called what? A, cone candy, B, tricorn, C, chicken feed, D, harvest corn.
I'm going to go with tricorn.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Answer is C, chicken feed.
That's what I was going to get.
Chicken feed. It was invented in the late 1800s, which is now owned by the Jelly Belly Company. Began selling it to the public at the turn of the century. The boxes were marked with a colorful rooster. Candy was named chicken feed because it resembled corn, which was primarily fed to chickens and pigs before World War I. So there's your answer to that one. Now, number 2. Before candy became the Halloween treat, what did the original trick-or-treaters receive instead of candy? A, money, B, animals, C, soul cakes, D, toys.
What was C?
Soul, S-O-U-L, soul cakes, or D, toys.
I'm going to say soul cakes.
That's what I think.
I'm going to go with money because my grandma gave out nickels to trick-or-treaters.
Okay, is that your final answer? The answer is C, soul cakes.
Okay, now, what are soul cakes?
Okay.
Soul cakes.
This is a shortbread-like sweetbread that was given to children and the poor in the early 1800s. In Britain, the tradition was known as souling, where children would go door to door singing songs and offering prayers for the dead in exchange for soul cakes. It was during the baby boom of the 50s and 60s that Halloween became increasingly popular in the United States, and communities began organizing trick-or-treating events. The concept of going from house to house to collect candy gained wider spread tradition. Here's also one fun fact just for extra credit. Every 19 years there is a full moon on Halloween, according to NASA, just so you know. I don't know if this year's one or not, but every 19 years you get a full moon on Halloween. There you go. You're shaking your head, no, that's not true, or
It's not happening this year, we just had a full moon.
it's not? Okay. That would be bad if it happened again that fast. Yeah, we don't need one. So that's my trivia tonight.
Okay, under item 10, miscellaneous. Chief, you have anything for the council?
We have a spectacular Saturday, fantastic event, weather was absolutely perfect, so hope everybody comes to see us next year.
Did you run out of candy?
Very, very close.
How many did
sold
you?
cakes?
No soul. I don't have a count yet, but it's in the thousands.
Yeah. Okay. Wendy, do you have anything? Rachel? Cody, anything else? Terrence? Carmen?
We have a program interacting with law enforcement tomorrow, John.
Okay, what's the name of the program?
Interacting with law enforcement.
What time is that?
11.
11 o'clock at John A. Logan. Do you know where at John A. Logan?
At Johnny Logan College in the conference room, Chief Vince will be there.
The main building conference.
Okay.
It's the fourth year that's been going on. I think we have about 160 students, plus 8 more today, enrolled into the program already. So it's teaching the youth on how to interact with the law enforcement in a positive way.
Good. Outstanding. Okay. Item 11. Anyone have a need for a closed or executive session this evening? Okay. Hearing no need for one, I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'd make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Patton.
Yay.
Commissioner Barwick.
Yay.
Commissioner Webb.
Yay.
Commissioner Stecklin.
Yay.
Mayor Absher.
Yay. Thank you all.
Coordinated. So, blues on the end and yellows in the middle.